The following matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of PLAAY Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. And welcome back, everybody, as we get set for Game 3 of this time frame between the 26-17 Anaheim Ducks and the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens. Your starting goaltenders for Game 3 is going to be none other than Jonathan Bernier for the Ducks, and for the Habs, it'll be Ken Dryden, as he was well rested enough again, as the coach decided to start him to give him some reps in for this time frame. You'll only get at least one rep in this time frame, as Michel Larocque will take the bulk of the remaining games of however many number of games we can play left in this time frame. With that being said, with 34 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock, your adjustments have been set, as Jonathan Bernier will have a 5-shot save star, so probably this could be the game the Ducks do get on the board, but we'll find out as we play Game 3. With that being said, clock operator, please start the clock. We begin Game 3 with a quality check between anybody on the Habs and Josh Manson for hit and power. We're looking for power, so how about we go at it with the guy in front of him? That's Guy Lapointe. So both guys have power, and we move on to the next segment here in game number 3. Another quality check, this time between players 1 and 3. That's Wilson and Getzlaff for skill. Both guys have skill, and we will skiddly daddly do our way onto the next segment in this, early on in this one. We got a quality check between players 4 and 2. That's Savard and Patrick Eaves for smart. Both guys have smart, and nothing comes up in that segment as we go to the next segment of this game here, or excuse me, of this third game of this time frame, with another quality check. This time between Shutt and anybody on the Ducks that has almost every quality. Well, Ryan Kessler is the one that's closest, so we're going to go with him. We're looking for speed. Both guys have speed, and we are heading to the intermission, once again deadlocked at a big fat goose egg between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 2016-17 Anaheim Ducks. Home scoring chance to begin the second period with a 33. Home player in 1 creates a goal with a quality roll of skill or a triangle. Bob Gainey is in 1. He doesn't have a triangle, but he does have skill, so he's going to be moving in on Jonathan Bernier, who needs to make a 1, 2, 3, or a 4 with a dot to make the stop. Oh, and it's a 4 blank, so that means the Habs will score. Bob Gainey with the goal. And let's see, 2 assists. Looks like Robinson and Guy Lapointe are going to be your assist takers on the Bob Gainey ice-breaking goal. For the third straight game, the Habs find a way to break the ice against these Anaheim Ducks. And we continue on here in this 5th minute of the second period with a quality check between Nyrop and Antoine Vermette for power. Both guys have power, and that is going to do it for this first segment of the second period. As the Habs get on the board, it's 1-0 as we head to the 10th minute of the second period. Visitor scoring chance. Come on, Anaheim. Visitor player in 4 creates a goal with a quality roll of the speed or a triangle. Oh, that is Sammy Vatanen. Oh, excuse me, I think it's Vatanen. He will create a goal with speed or a triangle. Even though he does not have a triangle, he does have speed, so he can have a chance to tie the game here as he moves in on Ken Dryden, who needs to make a 4 or a 5 with a dot to stop the puck from going behind him to the back of the net, which he will do so. Ken Dryden has been on fire at the early stages of this one. We got a quality check to begin the next segment here between players 5 and 2. That's Robinson and Corey Perry for hits. Oh, Larry Robinson is going to win that one. He does have hits, so he's moving in on Jonathan Bernier, who needs to make a 1, 2, 3, or a 4 with a dot to make the save. Oh, and he can't. And Larry Robinson will score to put the Habs in front 2-0. Robinson will score the goal. And it will be 2 assists on the play. As it looks like I do want to keep the square and the circle out there just in case. At least one of each symbol. So we're going to go with Savard for the first assist and Maury Wilson on the second assist. Robinson from Savard and Wilson is your tally for the goal scoring stat line. As the Habs take a 2-0 lead here in this one. Home scoring chance 33. Home player in 1 creates a goal that Steve Shutt with a quality roll of star or a triangle. He does have a triangle and he does have star. So he moves in on, so with that in mind, he moves in on Jonathan Bernier to hopefully can make the play save here with a 3 or a 4 with a dot. He does. Wow. Just enough to keep the Habs from getting a 3-0 lead here in this one. As we move on to the next segment, we got a quality check between players 1 and 4. That's Gainey and Manson for Smart. Bob Gainey has Smart. Yikes on Manson. Woo. So Gainey's moving in on Jonathan Bernier again, a 3 or 4 with a dot to make the save, which he will. Bernier is standing on his head to make that. Had to stand on his head to make that save. As after 2 periods of play here in Game 3, we have a 2-0 lead for the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens. Visitor scoring chance. Come on, Anaheim, a 35. Visitor player in 2 creates a goal with a quality roll of power or a triangle. So visitor player in 1 visitor player in 2, I should say, creates a goal opportunity with a quality roll of power or a triangle. Corey Perry is in 2. He has both a triangle and a power, and the power quality. So he will move in on Ken Dryden, hopefully to make a 4 or a 5 with a dot to make the save. Which he will. No doubt in my mind, Ken Dryden was going to make the stop on that one. As unfortunately for Corey Perry, he couldn't put it in the back of the net. And we move on to the next segment. This time we got a quality check between players 1 and 3. That's Wilson and Ryan Getzlaf for star. Ryan Getzlaf does have star, so he's moving in on Ken Dryden, who shoots and scores. Ryan Getzlaf will score the goal, and it looks like we will have 2 assists. So the first assist is going to go to Silverberg, and the second assist is going to go to Sammy Vatanen, or excuse me, Sammy Vatanen, or excuse me, I think I said it right, Sammy Vatanen will be your stat line for that goal, as it is 2-1 in favor still of the Montreal Canadiens. Quality check. Okay, keep your eye on this number right here. 1, it is Maury Wilson. We need a guy with speed, skill, smart, or excuse me, speed, skill, and smart. And we're looking for the skill quality to either tie or to have the halves to get a chance at him. The guys with skill are Kasha, Eves, and Kessler. I think we're going to tie with Andre Kasha. Both guys have skill, and we move on to the next segment here in this one. As the clock ticks down. Quality check between Yvonne Cornoyer and Josh Manson for hit. Both guys have hit, and we move on to the next segment in this hockey game right here for game 3 of this time frame. Here we go. Last chance to get on the board for the Ducks to tie things up. We got a quality check between anybody on the halves against Cogliano with speed, skill, and smart to tie and hopefully to go to the empty net minutes chart. Or excuse me, empty net mini chart. We need a guy with power. So the only 3 guys with power that shut LaPointe and Nyrop to tie, or excuse me, well, either way, Andrew Cogliano is going to lose it. We could tie, or the Habs can go for a 3-1 lead. They tie, and they will tie. So Lafleur, Jarvis, so it's Lafleur or Jarvis. It's Jarvis, and it will be Jarvis, as both Jarvis and Cogliano will seal up the deal, and we head to the empty net mini chart to see if the game is over. Keep your eye on this number right here. 11. Okay, we roll a die. If lower or equal to leading team squares, the game is over. Otherwise, leading team goalie must make a play save. So we have 2. If this red die here is 1 or a 2, the Ducks, the game is over. A 3 to a 6, and the Ducks have a chance. Excuse me. The Ducks have a chance, and so Ken Dryden needs to make a play save 1, 2, 3, 4, or a 5 with a dot, and the game is over. The game is over. Stop the clock. Oh man, so close, but yet so far. The Ducks had a chance there to tie the game, hopefully to send this puppy dog into overtime, but it wasn't yet meant to be, as Ken Dryden stops the Ducks' opportunity to tie things up here in game 3, but ultimately they failed, and the Habs hang on for a 2-1 victory to take game 3 and take take a commanding 3-0 time frame series lead. Stay tuned for game 4 coming up right after the Bitty Beer game 3 game summary. As always, every game summary in this project is presented by your favorite Bitty Beer products. If you choose to drink Bitty Beer, please drink responsibly. As always, it has big taste, bitty price, Bitty Beer.